guys, it's Shahir from 5 Academy. So I know you're probably studying for the ACT right now. You probably, very likely, if you're watching this, have the test tomorrow, September 14th, 2024. If you do, congratulations, great job. You are at least studying before the test. I mean, a lot of students don't study at all, which is another way to take it, but at least you're taking some time to try to prep the little bit that you can before your test. So, well, the point of this video is to help you make the most of the little bit of time that you have left. If there are certain strategies you can maybe implement, maybe do this type of studying or look at this particular piece of information or look at that piece of information to help you maybe squeeze out 1 or 2 more points out of your test tomorrow. That's the point of this video. Now, being fully realistic, one day before your test, it is very unlikely that you're going to be able to make a lot of improvement, but I'm still going to give you some techniques. Maybe if you've had some exposure to the test already, using these techniques tonight will at least give you some more, I guess, a boost, or at least some confidence, right, to go ahead and take your test and feel better going in, feel a little more confident, and feel more familiar with the material, because that makes a difference. So I'll go through a few things. And then I'll also give you guys some resources, namely on our website. We have some free and some paid resources that you can check out if you, just depending on what exactly you need. And I'll try to help you through in determining what exactly you might need depending on the situation you may be in. Okay, so first of all, what should you actually do with the rest of your time? It's, as of making this video, it's 6:50 p.m. Central, and you might be watching this obviously after that. So what do? The first thing I'd recommend is take a test if you haven't already. Not a full test, but just really pick 1 or 2 sections, probably just one, that you really feel you are the weakest in, and just take it with like the actual timing of the actual test, with the time limits. Take it like you're at the test day. No distractions, no music, no pets, no food, no whatever, no people around you. Just sit in a room quietly and just take your weakest section. Take the test. What this will do is it'll get you familiar with the material. It'll help you just practice it again. Especially if you're doing it with timing, use a timing strategy. Try to go in with a structured timing method. All right, I'm going to do the reading section, so it's 35 minutes, 40 questions. I'm going to do about 8 and 9 minutes per passage, spend 3 of that reading the passage and 6 of that doing the questions, right? Go in with a structure, go in with a plan, and practice that. You're not going to make, mountainous levels of improvement, but just practicing it again will help you get some repetition, and it'll help you be more confident going in your test tomorrow. So first step, take a deep breath and take a test tomorrow, or tonight, right now. Now, the next thing I'd say is don't just keep taking more and more and more tests or more practice problems, but instead, whatever that weakest section that you took is, now go ahead and review that test. Look at every single question you got wrong and identify why you got it wrong, what the correct answer is, and why that correct answer is correct. That'll help you look exactly at your weaknesses, which are evidenced by your mistakes, right? So looking at your mistakes will point you to your weaknesses. It'll tell you exactly what you need to work on, and it'll help you get an idea of this is exactly what is stopping me from getting the score that I want, right? The gap between your score and the 36 is those weaknesses. So once you know your weaknesses, you can try to learn them, right? One way to learn them is you can literally look at the question, look at the right answer, and see, what's the skill? How can I take myself from what I did to what I should be doing? Sometimes you can just learn the skill or remind yourself of the skill by looking over the problem, right? So you can do that for some problems. A lot of other problems, they're just going to be skills that you haven't seen before, concepts you haven't seen before, punctuation, grammar rules, formulas on math, whatever the case may be, right? So in those cases, you might not be able to learn it. But at least if you do this exercise for every single problem you get wrong, maybe there's a good 10, 15, 20, 40% of the problems where you're able to at least pick something up by looking at your incorrect answer and trying to understand what you did wrong and why. Okay, so do this for all the problems you get wrong, especially on English and math. This is important. Now, reading and science, these aren't as skill-heavy sections. So what you're going to be doing on reading and science, as opposed to just looking at, okay, every problem I got wrong and why did I get it wrong, is you want to understand the passages a little bit better, right? You want to make sure that you actually know what information to extract, because there's a lot of information in these passages. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go through all those details here. This is intended to be a short video, but I recommend if you're struggling on reading and or science, watch a couple of the videos I'm going to link down below. I'll link one reading and one science, and those will go through the key strategies for timing and skimming. It's timing and or skimming, and how to implement those so that you don't spend too much time reading, and you actually, in the time that you spend on the reading and science, looking at the passage, you actually extract only the key and important pieces of information. That's the key on those 2 sections. So knowing what that looks like and then trying it on one practice exam tonight before your test day tomorrow is going to help you succeed. Okay? I think that is most of it. Now, one other thing I'll say is if you're looking for practice exams, we have a lot on our website. So there's some that are free. There's a couple of them that we've written for math and I believe English as well. We also have some paid resources on our website, such as online problems for every single skill on the exam. If you're struggling with specific skills, I think that'll be helpful for you to just review, the night before. And if you've studied already a good amount and taking practice exams, if you like the Khan Academy style prep, we have some of that on our website. We also have an online practice exam interface that looks very similar to the actual ACT online exam. So if you want to get familiar with that and kind of the flow and taking a test online and practicing that's one of the paid features on our website as well. So be sure to check that out. If you have any questions, let us know. Obviously, we're definitely getting a lot of messages from a lot of students right before the test. So I figured, why not just make this video and answer a bunch of those in one go. If there's any other questions, definitely leave them in the comments. And I think that is really it. I'm not going to make this too much longer. Just focus on doing those key things before your test, and you should hopefully be able to get a little more improvement between now and your test day. All right, good luck. See ya.